As you look at the code of others, you'll oftentimes see with end with blocks, where they're setting multiple properties of control together. The syntax here is with and then the name of the control or the object, and then each of the properties, so dot property equals some new value. It saves us having to retype the name of the control in front of each of the properties. In the previous video, we had an application with a chessboard that was created programmatically. And in that code, we were creating a new label and then changing a bunch of properties of that new label. Well, we could have used the with block to simplify that code a little bit. So here I've rewritten it. And so instead of new label.name and new label.width and new label.height, I did a with new label and then an end with, and in between those we have .name equals, .width equals, .height equals. It just makes the code a little more readable and a little less typing on our part. Notice also that in the original code in the top left, new label is kind of grayed out each time. That's just sort of a visual clue of, you really don't need that if you used a with statement, if you used a with block. Well, let's jump over to Visual Studio and I'll show you that this works. Here's that same project we saw in the previous video to create the chessboard. And all I did was use a with end with block of code within my loop rather than specifying new label in front of each of the properties. So we have with new label and then each of the properties. Let's watch this run so you can see that this works. There's my application, and I can click on a square and I'm told which square I clicked. The with end with block can give your fingers a little bit of a rest with less typing and make your code a bit more readable. If you just jumped into this video, you can see all the videos from the Programming Practicum playlist by clicking on the image in the lower right. And if you'd like to be alerted to future videos I create, you can click my picture in the top right to subscribe to the channel.